Hello, Toxic Chatterers. This is Naran.
And this is Adam.
And today we're chatting with Ramona, one of the stars of Bravo's hit series, The Real Housewives of New York.
Hi, Ramona. Welcome to Toxic Chatter. We're so thrilled to have you with us.
Toxic Chatter. That's a really provocative name.
Right.
It's exactly what it sounds like.
Do you think our show is toxic? That's why you have me on? Okay.
Absolutely not. You're the remedy to our toxicity.
Okay.
Now, Ramona, we have to spill a secret before we get started. Our listeners and friends were so excited to find out that we were chatting with you that we've got three of them, Luke, Justin, and Molly, here in the studio with us. They woke up early in the morning and trudged out here because they were such diehard fans of yours. So
Okay, great.
they wanted to give you a little shout out.
We're all big fans.
Oh, that's so nice. Thanks.
Well, we wanted to ask you about a recent event. We know that you and Alex were at Bethany's wedding last week. How did it go?
Oh, my God. It was so fabulous. In fact, if you go on my blog on RamonaSinger.com, I put up a picture. Well, I couldn't pick up her pictures because they're in Star Magazine. No, OK Magazine. Sorry, OK.
Right.
But I described the wedding, and I wrote about it. And it was fabulous. It was warm. It was intimate. It was classy. It was elegant. It was sophisticated. It was beautiful. It was probably one of the nicest weddings I went to. And the wildest part was I had my makeup done by this makeup artist before. And I said, listen, you must give me waterproof liner and mascara because I might just be crying. I just might cry.
Sure.
So, well, lo and behold, of course I cry. And what happens? My fake eyelashes come unglued. They start falling off. I'm like, oh, my gosh. This is an eyelash emergency. And thank goodness Bethany's makeup artist was still there, and she re-glued them on for me.
Save the day. Yeah. I have to say, I checked out your pictures, and you looked stunning. That red dress was amazing. We're going to have to put it online for our viewers to see.
Yeah, it was really a beautiful dress done by Kimberly Tower. In fact, when I renew my vows on the show, the dress I wear is by her, too, and the one that Avery wears, Avery helped to design it with Kimberly, too.
Oh, Avery.
So she's very talented.
Now, I'm curious, do you all have your own makeup artists, or when you're filming, does Bravo send makeup folk to do you before the cameras come on?
They're not like known to be the most generous people. So unfortunately, this season, finally third season, they conceded to give us makeup artists for the one-on-one interviews. That's why when you see us sitting in the chair by ourselves, we all look so beautiful.
Right.
They actually pay for a makeup artist. And then the other scenes were just, being just kind of slapping on our own makeup because, we film so much. I mean, it's just too expensive for me to do it. That's for sure.
Right. Now, are you and Andy Cohen like buds?
I love Andy.
Do you just call him after the show goes off and say like, "Hey, that was a bad edit. Why'd you do that to me?"
Actually, he doesn't have anything to do with the editing. It's the producers.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And you know what? I mean, the only thing I do, I don't know if I'm allowed to say it. I'll just say, listen, I know you're editing the show, and you know it's best, and I did what I did. I have to own it. But just tell me now, how bad did I come across? Prepare me. Prepare me. Like, no, Ramona, don't worry. You were funny. People know you're just honest. You don't mean it. That kind of thing.
What's been your biggest kind of cringeworthy moment where you went back and were like, oh no, that probably came off not the way I necessarily intended?
Well, actually, tonight when I saw even the previews of it,
yeah.
My daughter said, "Mommy, what's with you?" When I hit below the belt, with Bethany. She was looking for some solace from me.
This is on the walk.
Yeah, and I said, they clipped the piece where I said, you have no friends, and you'll probably screw it up with Jason.
Yeah.
That was really not nice.
Aw.
Well, but I own it. In my blog, I said, I own it. I'm trying. It wasn't nice. I apologized later to her. But you know what the good news is? When you're really friends with someone, you can forgive each other. And you know what? That's what friendship is. No one's perfect, and you just have to forgive.
Absolutely.
If you can.
No, and that's what we love about you is just your honesty and willing to own whatever happens. Now, you and Jill seem to kind of withstand everything throughout the show. And I was wondering if you could just comment a little bit on kind of your enduring friendship and what that's meant to you.
Part of me also this season, I just renewed a lot of things about me. And one of the things I've done is I renewed my friendships. I've gotten deeper with people. And I'm also I understand people. I understand their strengths and their weaknesses. And I appreciate Jill for who she is. She has weaknesses, but I don't let them push my buttons anymore. I know how not to make her push my buttons. If I wanted to, trust me, I could blow up with her and have a big freaking fight. But I'm not going there.
Now,
no one could film with anybody. No.
I guess your haircut is a part of this renewal too. It's so adorable.
Oh, thank you. Well, it's all it all happened because my father passed away, and he just kind of freed me, and but it's all good and it's all positive. So I'm in a really good place, and I'm really thrilled. And the show this season is definitely. I mean, I already know what's going to be on it, but yet I'm excited to see it because just the way it plays out is just going to be so. If everyone shows themselves in a deeper way, or they show more of themselves, they expose themselves more. And some of the cast members are not happy the way they expose themselves. But you know what? You got to own it.
Now, do you have watching parties with your family? Like, do you watch every week?
Well, basically, I get the episode delivered a week ahead.
Okay.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
So I get it delivered Friday morning. Oh, tomorrow's Friday. I get the next episode. Yay! Yay! So I think it's like around 1 o'clock. So I get to see it first because my daughter's in school. So I watch it first. Sometimes I invite some girlfriends over. We're like, we'll have lunch. I'll make a lunch, or then they go, no, we don't want to eat the lunch first. Let's eat the lunch while we're watching. So I have like a TV room. So we'll watch it. And then as soon as my daughter comes home, she's like, okay, do we get the video? Mom, did you do anything I should be embarrassed about, Mom?
That's so great.
So then we watch the episode together, and I explain to her. We walk through the episode. I explain to her why I did what I did, and we talk about it because she's at the age, she's a teenager, and communication is key. And we have a great open, communication.
And
thing.
I can imagine like one could learn a lot too, and just kind of explaining like what you were thinking at the time or what your friends. I don't know. I feel like it could be like young adult socialization.
And she must be very excited to be on the show, right?
She has mixed feelings. She's at that awkward stage. I don't look good. How did I look?
Gorgeous.
Yeah, but believe it or not, she doesn't think she is, which is really. I go, you're being really ridiculous. But okay.
Right? She must be such a huge hit at school.
Well, we don't talk about it at school. That's one thing. Yeah, we don't. We keep our life pretty separate, and so does she.
That's fair.
I mean, she gets attention when she's not at school. So she'll go out, she'll go to a restaurant, and someone will come over to her and say, "You're Avery from that show," and she'll say, "No, it's not me." And then they'll come back and they'll go, "No, it's really you. We know it's you." And,
Yeah.
And then they all come over, and she's a little embarrassed.
Aw.
So
when the show isn't filming, are you like still hanging out with any of the housewives? Do you still see Jill or Bethany?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I get along with them all. I don't know what's going to change later on, but right now I'm getting along with everyone. I mean, I'm on speaking terms with everyone.
Yay.
And yes, well, the only one I really don't see off camera is Kelly. I mean, Kelly, she's nice, but I'm not really.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, have you made friends on any of the other casts? New Jersey, Orange County.
Oh yeah,
Atlanta.
Actually, Atlanta. Candy's coming in.
Oh,
Yes.
we love
Yeah,
Candy.
I love Candy. She's coming into New York in 2 weeks. I'm going to get together with her. I like Candy a lot. I met her when we did the Millionaire Show.
Oh.
And I really hit it off with her, and I really admire her, and I like her tremendously.
Me too.
So yeah, and then I met most of the New Jersey housewives.
Okay.
Teresa and Dina. I mean, actually, I had lunch with Dina through mutual friends once or twice.
Oh, wow.
Fun. And I did some speech engagements with Teresa, the one who's through the table. She's funny.
Yeah.
And Carol.
19
right,
times.
Carol.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then with the LA girls, I got to know Gretchen a little bit more recently. But last year we did Upfront, so I was hanging out actually.
Oh,
with
yeah.
Tamara's my favorite. I mean, actually, asked me a question. If you could be like on an island with one of them, who'd you be with? And I said Tamara.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah. So I hung out with Tamara and Vicky. And so they're everyone from all the shows are nice. I have to say they all have redeeming qualities. We don't get nuts when we're together.
I know.
We all together. On our show, we get crazy on each other, but separately, we're all pretty good.
Yeah. So I guess I want to do a bit of a throwback question, and I want to go back to high school and ask, like, who were you in high school, and does The Real Housewives ever feel like high school?
I don't want to say I was an outcast in high school, but I always beat to my own drummer. So most of my friends were men because I didn't want the girls were too catty for me. I had one or two good girlfriends, and that was it. So I feel that sometimes in this season, some of the girls are like being like in grade school or high school, absolutely.
Yeah.
But I never had that. I never would delve into it. I never got into it, and that was never me.
Okay, and then I guess our final question is, before The Real Housewives, you had a career in fashion, and you graduated from FIT, and you worked as a buyer at Macy's. How did you land the job as a Real Housewife?
Through my girlfriend. She's a really great doctor, Dr. Sharon Giese. They cold called her and said, do you know anybody who works as a mother, is fun, upbeat? She said, the only one I could think of was you. And at that time, I was doing a website with my husband, TrueFaithJewelry.com, and I thought it would give great exposure to that to do the show.
Sure.
And it has been, but more than that, I'm having fun doing the show.
Oh,
Don't tell
wonderful.
anybody, but I'm really having fun.
Well, we're having fun here talking to you too, but I think our time is about to wind down.
Can we ask
Okay.
you to do a little quick favor for us? Could you give us a little shout out saying you're listening to Toxic Chatter?
It's called Toxic Chatter,
Toxic
right?
Chatter, yep.
You're listening to Toxic Chatter.
Thank you
Thanks so much, Ramona.
Ramona.
This has been so fun.
Ditto.
Take care, and best
All
of
right.
luck with the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Okay, goodbye.